Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is just going to be a laid back chit chat, I guess. First, I would like to start off by saying thank you for watching this video and thank you for being part of this family. And if you're new, subscribe if you want, and I'd really appreciate it. But anyways, I thought I would just talk about the last year because it's been a very crazy ride. So I'm gonna start in 2019. So in 2019, I got pregnant, and then in like January, February, the pandemic started, but it wasn't like a pandemic yet. And then everybody was on lockdowns and stuff. And the job I was doing was at my kid's school, it was in the cafeteria. But when April happened, they like stopped working, so the kids were doing online schooling and stuff. My job stopped working, so I was doing unemployment, and that's how I was paying all my bills in the summer when I went out of work because I had Freya in June. So then in August, when the job was starting over, I decided I would go back to school instead because I needed to be at home for the kids so they could be at school here at the house, which is what I did. But I went back to school using my GI Bill, which was how I was paying all my bills and stuff. And then in January, when we switched over to the next semester to finish my associates, I switched to local rehab, and that's how I was paying all my bills until this month coming up. Well, in June I had a little bit of money left over, but as of now, I just get my um. Right now, I just get my disability, which is 10%, which is like $144. I'll figure it out. But the point is, I was going to go back to school for my bachelor's because I literally have like nothing left. I have a placement and that's about it, and maybe like one or two classes. But I can't go finish my bachelor's because I owe the school I was taking it before some money to get my transcript, and I don't have the funds for that. So that's why I couldn't finish my bachelor's. But I did go back to school for an associate's in psychology, and I'm planning to go finish my bachelor's in social work, which is what I have my other associates in. But between school and trying to find a job, which is if anybody's hiring for like an office job in Ohio or anywhere really, let me know. I just want to talk about my mental health, I guess I would say. Like between not having a job and working on making sure the kids are doing good. And I will say it has been a very rocky ride. From finishing my schooling to having money during that time, and the kids going to school online, which was frustrating in itself. Like, if anybody did that for a whole year, you would know what I'm talking about. It's very frustrating when your kids go from like having like all A's, doing great, to like not so much because they decided they didn't want to do it, not because they can't do it. And just being on the computer is frustrating for them. So that was one thing that was very tedious because literally I was doing my schoolwork, taking care of Freya, she's which Freya is one athletic baby for being a baby. So making sure she's being safe, making sure all the kids do their schoolwork. You got one doing their work ish and the other one doing their work ish, but not really. So being on them all the time, which probably was very frustrating for them, on top of being frustrating for me. So that was one aspect of it all that made this year crazy. Then you have me being worried about Freya with her two things they found when she was in the womb, which are all fine now. Like her kidneys are fine, her heart's fine, everything is fine. But worrying about that, then making sure she's growing and getting all the nutrients she's supposed to have and eating, and it's very tedious. I will say. Not that I'm complaining because I love all my babies and I would literally stand in front of a car for them if it means them being safe. But I am one person, so it is frustrating. And no, I'm not saying that I'm the only parent in this situation, but I'm here 100% of the time, so. And he's here too when he can be, but that's a whole nother story I'm not gonna get into. But the point is, like, being a parent is a very tedious, long, very journey that has its ups and downs, and I'm trying to navigate them all with no book. There is no handbook for parenting. And I know that. Seeing that I have a 10-year-old, an 8-year-old, and now a 1-year-old. I already know there's no handbook. But the pandemic just threw everything into like this chaotic, like never ending, like jigsaw puzzle. Like everybody talks about it, but nobody really like talks about it. Like every day was a new thing. Like for one, we're being stuck in the house the whole entire year almost, with the exception of like grocery store and stuff like that, because like I said, I'm one person. So I can't just like go to the grocery store by myself and make sure my kids are safe at home. Yeah, so that, and I felt bad about that because I didn't want them to be exposed to it, and they haven't been, but it's just a scary thought. Like, you have to, like, really think about everything. You had to think about who they were allowed to play with. Like, my kids are very, like, they're very active, they're very social, so them being stuck with just the four of us, majority of the time, was very hard for all of us. Not me, because I'm not a social person at all. Like, if I could be at my house all the time, I would. This year was just exaggerated that. Like, I love being by myself, but I also like seeing people occasionally. Not like a party person, because I don't party. But just like parenting has been a very challenging thing this year. Like, not to mention, but the school and then my school and then the baby added onto it. Very crazy. Now, I wish I would have finished my bachelor's by now so I could be working a real job and can move anywhere I wanted because I really want to move. That's another thing. We've been wanting to move for like a year and a half, but with COVID and well, the pandemic and everything, it's been not so lucky on our part. But besides that, like, it gets frustrating when you're like, you try to do everything in your power to make sure everything goes how you want it to, but then things happen. Like, I graduated, so now I have to find a job, which so far has not been very, very, very successful because I'm still unemployed. But I have been looking. I know that everybody is hiring and they probably all mean well, but honestly, all the people that are talking about their hiring and like complaining because people aren't applying are people that are like Walmart. Like Walmart, I've applied to Walmart before. Sorry. I've applied to Walmart before and I've applied to Walmart before and I've never been hired. Probably because the position, the hours that I need are it's first shift, and those are always filled by their already employed people. So Walmart is not an option. Like, I've applied there like 3 times, been interviewed there twice, and it didn't work. They said that their first shift is for usually taken by the people that already work there. So Walmart's not it. McDonald's doesn't want to work around your schedule. Like, I literally have a specific schedule I have to keep. I have to work between daycare hours. Like, cause my last job, not the school, my last job before that, had to like find babysitters. I had to find people to pick up my kids from school, from daycare on the weekends, which I'm not, that, everybody does that. I'm not saying I'm the only one, but I'm just saying it's not convenient. And I want to work, I really do. I do not like not being employed. I don't like not having a job or not going to school where I'm making money at the same time. I need to work. Like, it irritates my soul. Like, the only thing that kept me from not going crazy while I was going to school is because I was going to school doing something. I was learning something. I was getting a trade. Well, not a trade. I was learning skills and information that I need for a career. But I was working ish. Technically, it was my job because I was getting my housing allowance because I was going to school. But not being employed sucks. Like, not having a job, not having work itself. So that's frustrating also because I see everybody working and stuff and complaining about people not being employed. But not every job is convenient for everybody. Not everybody has an open schedule where they can work all day, every day. I have kids I have to think about. I have a, I have to keep a certain schedule. Daycares are not open all the time. And the one 24-hour daycare by myself, by my house, is not a good daycare. So yeah, that's the issue with the jobs that I've seen. Having like, I need to find one that works for my schedule and the kid's schedule. So that's the job issue. And then just mentally, like, thinking about everything I can't do right now. Like, I need a job so I can do the things I know I'm not doing right now. Like, the kids having people to hang out with and to learn from and to do. What else? And going on trips and stuff. Like, I'm not saying that's a must as a parent because it's not. Like, the kids get to go to Kings Island whenever they want, all that stuff, that's good. But I want to provide my kids experiences, not just Kings Island and not just the park. Just fun things like going to Florida or something like that. Not like something big like Disney because I know I don't have the funds for that. But I just want to be better, and I know I can be better as a parent. So that's just my frustration right now. I don't know if anybody else is feeling the same way. Like, everywhere you turn, people are doing this, people are saying this. Then you feel bad because you're not doing what everybody else is doing. Process. Like, I'm not saying we all have to be rich and have everything that everybody else has, but my kids see it. I don't want them to feel like they're ever less than anybody else. And we know, they should know by now, that money is not everything. Like, it does not solve all your problems because rich people have problems, middle class people have problems, poor people have problems. We all have problems. But they see all the YouTube stars and TikTokers and their friends, some of their friends who parents who have two parent houses and they're rich ish. So yeah, that's another thing. Then also, I feel like I'm not at my best right now because I'm frustrated because I don't have a job. I'm frustrated that I can't do more. So I feel like mentally I'm like not in the right headspace to be really making videos like this probably. But that's just how I feel. Like, I know I need to do better. I need to probably clean more. I probably need to do more fun things with the kids, more activities, probably like more family time. We do like try to do like game night and stuff like that, but we need to move so we can like have more like better house for one. Our house sucks. But I'm not complaining. I have a roof over my head. In 2016, we didn't have that, so I'm proud of the process, the progress we have made. But I know, me personally, I know that as a parent, I could do way better. I could be way better. But I feel like not only does my anxiety get to me, but I'm pretty sure I probably have depression also. I just don't want to get seen for it because when I was a kid in foster care, they would make us go to a doctor and he would prescribe us like medicine for everything under the sun. Oh, you like had an accident one time, you have problems, so give me medicine for that. Stuff like that. Like, I don't want to take medicine or anything, but I do know that my issue are, so I know that I need to like take more walks, get in the sun, read more, go to sleep earlier because I have some insomnia. So I already know my issues, and I know I can do better for me and for my kids. But I just wanted to chit chat with everybody, tell you how life is going. Right now, life is okay. Like, it's not the best. I could be employed, which would make life better. But the kids are happy. Like, my kids are super happy. Like, they have friends in the neighborhood that they can play with this year. They have fun at their grandparents' house, at their friend's house. They have fun here, sometimes not when they don't have a tablet. Also, if anybody knows how to get the kids off the electronics, let me know, because that's another struggle. But I hope everybody has a great and wonderful weekend this weekend. It's the 4th of July for those who celebrate it. So I hope everybody's safe this weekend.